Okay, Tamo, we are live. We are live. Today we are in English. We are not doing Spanish today. If you don't know English, you can look for the subtitles. YouTube will put it for free. Welcome, Rob.
Thank you for having me.
Your first time here on my place,
My
right?
first time, yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful place.
And he always picked me up right there, right? To have lunch.
Downstairs, yeah.
Yeah. And here's John too. You guys have seen John in some meeting we had last week,
Yeah, yeah.
like the sales meeting we have with the crew. John is the Tronav operations manager, my roomie too. And we are here with Rob. I know these magnificent people from a while ago, and I was looking for them to meet, especially because John doesn't know, but Rob is gonna be his future BJJ instructor.
See here, you got a roommate that does it.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can definitely
The
show
passion
up.
that he has for it
Yeah.
is
Well,
it's amazing.
once you get the bug
So
for it.
so we have 1 hour there. That's our goal, We need to convince him,
You
you
know,
know. Do you want to take
I
the lead?
yeah, I have a lot of friends. I mean, not friends. I mean, people I know. I don't convince people to do jujitsu. What I try and let them know is just come try one class.
Yeah,
If it's not for you, don't come back.
Hmm.
You know.
makes sense.
But I
Like you
think,
learn through experience.
yeah, when you put pressure on somebody, they actually go away from it,
Yeah,
Yeah, they run
right?
yeah,
away.
Yeah.
100%.
And especially what we do, it's a little intimidating for the unknown. They don't really know what it's about, how the classes run. They think it's just big guys and they're trying to beat each other
yeah.
up, but it's not. It's a very technical sport, a very intelligent sport. So that's my advice, just come take one class, see if you like it. Mm.
So he actually took one class. So listen to that. When I was
Here?
when I
No, in Dominican Republic.
Ah,
when I was two stripe white belt from here, I did one of my travel to Dominican Republic. The one I sent you all those pictures, those beautiful pictures. When I go there,
you
you
always
know,
send me pictures from there. I
oh,
don't know.
okay, you don't
No,
remember.
yeah, you have so many pictures.
So
Harvey's the one that sends the most,
Yeah,
in the
always
chat.
so
active.
Yeah.
so I arranged with one of the BJJ legends from there, Abraham Marte, and organized like a seminar
Oh,
for
yes, 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 you told me.
all my
Yes,
people there,
yes.
Yeah.
and John was there.
How'd
What
you
was
like
your
it?
experience?
It was fun. I mean, the only reason why I haven't joined is because I actually have a kidney condition. I have
Okay.
a cyst in both my kidneys. So if I do a lot of strength, or let's say someone hits me the wrong way there, then
It's bad
yeah,
news. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's basically my fear.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
You know what I say for that is you don't have to spar.
Hmm.
Just come to the techniques.
That's true.
You move your body, you see how intelligent it is, and you just come and move your body,
Yeah.
you know.
And you can always, with the right people, you can always like flow roll. Like it's like we exchange techniques, but we don't put pressure or
You're literally
strength.
problem solving, right?
Hmm.
You either problem solve with strength and speed, or just strength, no speed, or being really technical and slow and problem solve that way.
Yeah.
That's, what you can do is just go and do it slow. I wouldn't pair you up with anybody bad anyways. And
He will take care of you
yeah, yeah,
100%.
yeah. How's the instructor over there?
Who?
The guy that you had in the DR?
He was cool.
Oh,
He
he
was
was
really
he,
good.
he
Yeah, yeah.
he was amazing. He did like very like fundamentals, like technical stand, how to
Hmm.
break fall. The last thing we did this was a rear naked shot just for the guys
Yeah,
to enjoy,
yeah,
to
yeah,
know how
yeah.
to
Do a
how to
submission.
yeah,
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
know a submission. And the rear naked show is one of the most like effective.
yeah.
You get the back, your thing.
Get up every day. Trust me.
No, but it's like it's a position that you always try to push, to tell us to try to look for the back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The back is always available, and the thing out when you get someone's back, the frames are not there.
yeah.
So it's
It's harder
it's
to it's harder to defend
yeah,
than anything else for sure.
yeah. You cannot block. You cannot do.
Yeah, because
It's
Yeah.
like
there's no reach. Yeah.
yeah.
You're panicking at this, the guy who's has his back taken is panicking,
Because he
so
doesn't have enough time to counterattack,
yeah,
basically.
yeah, he's just
Yeah.
panicking. He's like, "Oh, it's tight. I'm uncomfortable." And
Hmm.
once things start to get uncomfortable, that's when people start to panic.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
So yeah, there is a way you can do BJJ.
Yeah.
You don't have to roll. I never thought about that.
yeah, we don't have to roll. Again, jiu-jitsu is for everybody. We have 70-year-olds that come,
Yeah.
you know.
And when he rolls, you're not actually rolling with him. You're moving.
You're
Hmm.
just you're just making sure he's not getting hurt,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
And he still gets hurt, but
Yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
every now and then, it happens.
It does. Again, you're in a contact sport.
Yeah.
Whether we're not kicking or not punching, it's still a contact sport.
Exactly. Accidents happen.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
Totally. So, Rob, how do you get into jiu-jitsu? You didn't tell us the story.
Wow. I didn't know that question was coming, but I'll tell you that
I
first.
mean, what about
I'll tell you. I had a very successful business here in Miami, and
the one about the planes?
yeah,
Okay.
and it ended up going south. And when you're going from like a real high to a real low, you can get lost a little bit in your own head.
Oh yeah.
So, which I hope, I mean, this relates to a lot of people. So,
100%.
so that's what happened, and it was south, and I said I can either myself go south or find something to keep my head busy. And I ended up getting into martial arts at a later age in my life, but it was the
But
perfect
someone
timing.
pushed you there, or
No,
you just
I
saw a
just
place you were like, I'm doing martial arts?
I just knew I had to get into something, and it was martial arts. I was always like not. I always knew growing up that I should be doing a martial arts,
Yeah.
right? But growing up, you're busy doing other things. Like I wouldn't have been ready growing up finding jiu-jitsu. But I actually started through another martial art, and when I tried jiu-jitsu, it was just another level. It was 10 other levels. So I ended up signing up, and then I literally took to it. Like I had like tunnel vision. Nothing can come up that would take me out of my training or competitions or my mindset or my diet. Nothing could throw me off.
Got obsessed.
I got obsessed, but I got obsessed in a very good way.
Healthy way, yeah.
Yeah, very healthy way. And I'm happy I did it the way I did. So that's how I got into it, from a negative. But that negative, again, this can relate to a lot of people as well. A negative very possibly leads you to positives. We can't see it at the time, but now looking back, some things in our lives we're like, oh, that was a negative, but it was for the positive.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And when I tell my friends and family, losing my business and the money was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's like a business of your own, or you
Yeah.
just were employee?
No, that was a business of my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you did like a lot of sales or something, huh?
Yeah, I basically bought, fixed, and sold everything myself.
Wow.
How many
Yeah.
years?
I did for like 10 years. Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. 10 years. My own business, I had 7 years. 8 years. 8 years, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
We are like breaking our heads in our company with the sales part of the company
Talk to me about that because I love
business.
strategizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love business. I love creating, seeing the whole. So what we do and what I do is I problem solve. Give me the problem and we'll try and find the solution. Yeah. So,
Yeah. So basically, we have been in business for like 12 years now, and we have been growing, sometimes fast, sometimes slow. But right now we are at the moment that we are most organized, and
you are the most organized?
right now,
Okay.
and we have like a great team, and we are in very strategic location that, I mean, we have a lot of advantage. We are certified by all the class. We have huge manufacturers behind us that we represent. But for example, in December last year, we were like drawn in services,
Hmm.
and our service, our revenue, and everything skyrocketed. And we really had a measure of our actual capacity, that we have 8 times more the capacity that we have through the whole year. And that's mainly because maybe we were not ready. Maybe I didn't think about it. But we really need to sell. We really need to reach out. We really need to look for business. We really need to have a sales team. Maybe hiring another company to do our sales. Maybe hiring someone. Maybe do it myself. I don't know. But we really need to focus ourselves
On
on
sales.
getting more business because at the end, sales are the oxygen of
Of
the
course,
company.
of course.
And we feel like we have a great team. We are organized. We're implementing. We every month we pass, we are even better.
You said the word implementing. Are
Mhm.
you implementing sales strategies?
Right now, we are starting like working on that.
Got you.
We
Yeah.
we we were we are in zero in sales strategy. The way we get clients is because we are certified by the manufacturers. We're certified by the class.
So the manufacturer might call you and say, "Hey, I have a job for
Exactly.
you to go out and do."
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Got you.
Also, companies like ours in other countries, they
Right.
know us.
They like outsource the work.
Yes,
Hmm.
Yeah.
they had us. We give them a 20% discount on
Yeah. Yeah.
services,
Yeah.
and we send them the invoice and then a credit note
And
behind
then
it.
they bill that company 20% more, whatever
Hmm.
that
Yeah,
is.
so
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
some does, some give the same bill and get our 20% discount
I see.
As
as
their
I
win.
see.
Hmm.
Right. Right.
as their
Profit.
profit.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But the business is going good.
the business is going good,
Okay.
Yeah.
but
Sales are good for now. I mean, you know.
so we did an evaluation, right? We did rough numbers, and our evaluation, considering the profit, is 350K. That's what the worth of the business now. But if we evaluate the business, which we don't, but just to get a sense of it, if we have 12 Decembers, the whole year like December, our company will worth 2.5 million.
If this coming year.
Yeah, if we do like
If it goes like December of last year
Oh,
for all 12 months, then yeah.
well, that would be the dream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
How do
that's
we get
that
that?
that's our
How
mentality.
do we get there?
That's our goal, our
How do we
target.
get there?
Yeah.
Is there enough business for you guys to get?
No, I mean, there is, but we don't have it.
No, that's okay, but is it out there?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
for
yes,
sure.
100%.
For
There is,
sure.
but
So you're losing, yeah, you're losing
Yep.
opportunity. Yeah, you're losing dollar signs right now.
we are totally losing, and that's why we are like very focused on try to get this
That sales
sales
strategy
thing
Hmm.
program. Yeah,
Yeah.
going.
Because we've been working more on the base of the company
yeah.
and making sure every, let's say, department has a good stepping, a good footing. So then we can focus on sales.
Hmm.
So
So
the
now,
structure's there.
right, all so the foundation is already
Exactly.
there. Now it's building on top of the
Yeah.
foundation, which is
Yeah,
sales number one. Yeah,
Hmm.
sales is on the first floor.
sales on the
Exactly.
first floor,
First floor,
100%.
first floor is sales.
Yeah, that's what we want to focus on.
And what's your plan for that? Plan of
So,
action.
so we contacted two companies that they do, this sale outsource is what
Yeah,
it calls.
yeah.
Yeah, so they are giving us proposal during this week.
Okay.
We see their pricing, their pricing. They what they do is they reach out. You tell them the kind of people you want to reach out.
And then they reach out to them.
In our case, we
Hmm.
are talking about technical superintendent of ships that are operating in our areas or areas around, like for example the Caribbean island. Even if we don't have engineers there, we do a lot of out of base service. That's why I travel so much. So we reach out to them, and when we tell them that's the client we want, they try to reach out to that client by email, LinkedIn,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Phone
yeah,
calling,
yeah,
calls.
yeah.
Hmm.
and then they get
So,
appointment for us.
do you have a list of the companies that you guys could work for or that would need you?
So how can I say it? It's not actual like I mean I can do a list of companies, but for example, let's suppose a big ship management company. They have 300 ships, and they have 30 technical superintendent. Each superintendent have 10 ships. We want from those 300 ships get to the technical superintendent that is running the ships that are in our area. Because if the ships are in China or whatever, it doesn't make sense to us. So
Unless they bring you up for a month.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
someone
around
like
high
that,
speed.
because they're already local guys in those
I
areas,
see, I
so
see.
it's going to be more
Yeah,
yes.
cheaper
yeah,
for
yeah.
them to hire them
Especially
instead of
labor there.
yeah,
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 Sometimes they come, but you know, the smart move will be ships that are in our area like constantly.
you do
yeah,
shifts like cruise lines.
We can also do
yeah.
that, but
Rare, but we do,
yeah,
especially in Dominican Republic.
Mm.
because we one of the companies that runs a lot of the technical side of those ships is Telemar,
Hmm.
which is in Italy, and we are like very close, and they give us all the jobs they have with cruise ships in the Caribbean.
So there's a website on. Let's say I'm looking for an airplane part.
Hmm.
There's a website called. It used to be. It's called. Starts with I'm having a brain fart, but it's what it is if I'm looking for a part,
Mhm.
I go to this website. Oh, it's called the ILS.
Okay.
iOS.
Okay. What does it stand for? Inventory Locator Service.
Mhm.
Okay.
So if there's, and again, you guys can create this, but in your field.
Mhm.
So if I'm looking for a part, I go into the ILS and I
Hmm.
put in the part number. Now every company that has that part shows up. Now my job is to call those companies and get a price quote. It's called an RFQ,
Hmm.
right? So I
Yeah.
do a request for quote.
Request for
Yeah, yeah,
quote.
yeah.
They give me a quote. I get, let's say there's six companies on there. Now I have six prices. Best one, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back to him. He quoted me 26,000. He was the cheapest. I'm gonna go back and try and get him for 23.5.
Mhm.
I have to maximize my profit, right? So I'm trying
Exactly.
to do that in every single part and aspect of the company.
Mhm.
When you're buying, fixing, and selling, you know?
There is some companies that does that. You know, one is ChipServe. It's a company that have that. Like we even are there, and we receive requests like
Okay,
from that.
okay. But it's not enough.
No,
No,
no.
because we don't receive much services per se. It's like our industry is so old. Like they rely so much in direct contact. Like I don't know,
Yeah, it's
like
old school.
calling, email, like you know, we have done very like radar maintenance, but we have been sending sometimes engineers from Dominican Republic to Seattle, which doesn't make sense because there is a bunch of company in
Yeah,
Seattle that can do
Hmm.
a
yeah,
radar
yeah.
maintenance. But sometimes they just call us and they want to do it with us. And we send the guy. And those are a few cases, but it's like you see that there is a lot in the industry that is all
When you
in that
guys
way.
go to these jobs, do you build relationships with these people?
Uh, in a way, but not really, because it's mostly what we interact via email. Then aside from that, we just talk to the captains, the crew members, but they rotate every now and then.
Mm,
Yeah, the decision maker is not in the ship.
Yeah.
And it's not even here or in Dominican Republic. It's in Greece, Germany,
Hmm.
Italy, UK,
you really, if you know who they are, you should make a trip out there.
Singapore.
That's really how you break bread,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
Let
like
them know face to face. It's more personal. It's just more personal.
Let's have a meeting. I'm
Let's have a
here.
meeting. I'm here. Let's have dinner. Let us take you out for dinner.
yeah,
You go, a couple beers, you start laughing, jokes, life, da da. He loves your energy, your vibe. All of a sudden, he's like, "I love
I'll
you,
give it a
man."
shot.
Yeah, 100%. Or you know what?
life
Let me think and
interaction.
call him. Hello, he's gonna walk into the office the next morning and be like, "Oh, I have his shit. Let me call Happy from last night. I had a great
Yeah.
time. Love that guy."
Hmm.
All of a sudden, you guys are good friends. Boom. Like that's how you build relationships. And again, it's an investment, but it's worth the investment if you can get the work.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the other option. That's the other option, 100%. And you think it will be
You know, you need to send somebody out there with a good energy, good vibe, who's intelligent, who knows how to talk to these people,
hmm,
schmooze and shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Take them out for dinner and drinks.
yeah,
Find out if there's any business that they can give you. And if they say no at dinner, no problem. But he's never forgetting you, I guarantee you
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You understand?
yeah,
Every
like
time he gets your email, he's gonna put a face with the name and the conversation
and the moment
yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
guys
yeah,
spend together.
100%, 100%.
And just
Yeah.
asking for one shot, it's all it takes.
That's it. He can literally put you on a rotation
Hmm.
for 12 months.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you know that once I thought about that, I was like hiring someone because there is a bunch of ship owners in Germany, for example. I was thinking about hiring someone in Germany to do that.
Yeah, but you can't just send anybody.
No, that's the
That's
problem.
the
That's
problem.
actually the
You
problem.
can't.
The problem is the right person.
A hundred
You
percent.
know,
You need the right person. You
you,
need somebody to.
and that's that's the hard part. Even if you send it, even if the guy is calling from here, even if he's reaching out by email, you know, it needs to be the right conversation.
I
Hmm.
agree.
It cannot be like, you know,
You
whatever.
have to open the door.
Yeah.
Look, there's a million doors, right?
Right.
You got to open them. They don't just open by themselves. That's the truth.
Hmm.
So it's you and like, how do I open the door from here? You know, you got to get creative. It's like, how do I open that knob from here? I'm gonna try and take this and try and fling it onto the door handle. Who knows? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's a
I'm gonna
way.
gonna convince the dog.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more than one way.
Correct. There's just ways where to get creative and be like, I'm going to, like I'm gonna whip this rope, this cord around it from here and try and yank it.
Yeah, use the
Whatever.
mic.
Correct.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? There's ways. It's definitely out there.
Mhm. So you believe more in in that approach than in doing
Emails and
like
Look,
emails, cold calling, and
I
all
just
that?
flew to New York for 24 hours. Not even, yeah. Did you see I was in New York for 24
Yeah, yeah,
hours,
you told me.
Thursday to Friday. Why? Because I had to go and break bread. I could have stayed here and not done it and not be in the cold and not invest that money. But you need to do that investment to be face to face. Now I
yeah.
built a relationship for life. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's the personal touch.
Yeah, yeah. You need that.
And you have something because with you is I always amazed at the way when we go out together or whatever, the way you approach people that you don't even know, and the way
You know,
you build like a very small relationship, like even if it is for a few minutes, but he always make the guy or the person laugh
or
or
remember me. Why? Because I
remember you.
make people feel good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Whether it's the
it's like a
busboy or the
superpower.
manager, I treat them the same. My professor in jiu-jitsu, he just sent me a message. He's like, Rob, Europeans is not the same with you not there.
Mhm.
We miss your vibe and energy. I'm like, I love to get those messages because that's what I give off them. Again, you get what you receive.
Exactly.
It's that simple. If
Mhm.
you go up to somebody aggressive, you're going to get somebody aggressive towards you. That's totally normal. So if you do the opposite, you're going to attract the opposite as well,
Yeah.
right? So I think that's very important to do as well. And then I try not to rub off on people, but I try to make people see that just be nice, man. It's not
Mhm.
hard to be nice. You're changing this person's day by just being nice to them.
Yeah, you're
Thank
just
you,
leaving a mark.
please. That's it.
Hmm.
Thank you, please. You're amazing. You know,
Yeah, you light their day. Sometimes people are mad. They don't even know they're mad, and they're just going around reactive, and they just receive a compliment, and it changed the whole day.
honestly, because it happens to me too. You don't know what's going on in somebody's life.
Yeah.
If I'm having a bad day and somebody does it to me, I'm like, man, you know what? I really appreciate that.
Yes.
So I try and do the same. You know, but you do the same too, Happy.
Yeah.
You
He
know,
does.
But
he's the light that lights up the room, man.
Yeah.
yeah, but you have the talent with the people because I know that I can do it with the people I know, but I kind of struggle with people I don't know. I don't know.
You're shy.
I'm shy,
You're shy.
100%.
You're an introvert too, a little bit. Yeah, so you're an introvert when people don't know you, but when people know you, you're an extrovert.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct. Again, I think that's just building relationships.
It's
Going back to building relationships.
trying to do it, right?
Do you feel like that in your business?
Yes.
Like I'm fearful to contact because I don't know them.
Yes, 100%. Even if relationship with girls.
So you're blocking yourself in your own business by thinking like that, yeah?
I
You don't
know.
even know these people.
Yeah.
If they say no to you, it doesn't affect you at all.
Who cares?
Who cares? It doesn't, nor should it affect you. You don't even know these people.
When after COVID, I started like looking for the superintendents and all that online, and I started cold calling them. Man, I was very scared at the beginning, but then I went to with the flow, and then I I make it happen, and I got some results.
So I was there. I was the
Mm,
same place that you were. I was 25. I started at 26. I started working with this aviation company. And the guy, once I was ready to go into sales, he's like, okay, but you're not picking up calls that are coming in.
Yeah.
You're making outgoing calls. And all you can sell is the
Cool.
shit that I have in the back room. Sorry, I don't know if I can swear.
Nah, you
you
good,
can
you
do
good.
it.
So
It's free.
he's like, you can sell all the stuff that I have in the warehouse, which was all junk. I started picking up, and so what I did is I went to, okay, these are oxygen tanks. I printed out a list of all the oxygen companies.
Oh, like the what you were saying.
Correct.
Okay.
I didn't know. I just called the company. I didn't know what department. I didn't. What I did was I called and I said, "Hey, can I speak to somebody in your purchasing department, please?" Yeah, 1 second. Boom, transfer me to purchasing. Hey, this is Anna. Hey, Anna. I have. My name is Rob Amar. I'm calling from Aircraft ACI. I have 50 oxygen tanks here that are empty that are sitting in my warehouse. Do you guys need them by any chance? She goes, "How much are you selling them for?" Right, I sold them for $200 a tank.
Hmm.
Right there, $10,000 sale. I got 25% percent commission, made 2,500 bucks in my first sale. I was like, okay.
That's cool.
So I started selling. I started making like 15K a month working for this company. So I'm like, wow, there's
So
if you do the
you did
work,
cold calling.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So if you do the work is there. Look, people that are looking for guys like you are looking for guys like you to call them. Why?
That's the mentality.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
why? Why?
Oh,
Because it's less work for them.
of course,
Instead
they
of
don't
them
have
looking for it, they want
Correct.
people to
they don't have
Correct.
to
catch them.
They
find
don't
us.
want to,
Catch.
they come to their office every day and they have a stacked pile like this. You think they want to start like, they're like, oh man, who do I don't
They
know?
have a bunch of problems
A
around
bunch of
them.
Yeah.
problems. They need solutions.
Yeah,
You're their solution. You guys just don't know it yet. Yeah.
yeah.
Or you do, but
Yeah.
it's just how to get there. Again, if you want, you can hire me and I will become this company. This company go to 4 million this year. So that's honestly my
That's a joke or what?
no, it's not a joke. I'm being serious. Let's take this thing to 6 million and 8 million in 2 years. So that's what I'm talking about. It's if you think along those lines, nothing can stop you. And again, tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Tunnel vision, boys, tunnel vision. And nothing can stop you. That's the mentality. Nothing can stop me. Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about hiring.
No, but
No, because I didn't think about it, but you actually told me the other day that you were looking for something. We were in a restaurant. We were like, I need like a job, like something extra. You were telling me something like
yeah,
that.
I just need to work my brain.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm looking for my new um
Challenge. Let's say.
challenge, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, challenge chapter.
Hmm.
I just broke up with my girlfriend after 5 years. You know, I'm still training jiu-jitsu. I still compete, but it's not like 100% like it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have more time on my hands. I do have my own thing that I do, but it doesn't require a lot out of me. And that's where I'm looking to do something else that will, again, you know, bring me more income, make more money, not for me, but for the company, for the,
And for
to
everyone.
for
Yeah.
everybody. Not only that,
You're solving
building
problems.
somebody, building something, the money's the bonus. The real reward is that build, is that journey through the build. Because you're learning, you're growing,
100%.
you're evolving, So it's like jujitsu, you know. I always said this. Although I win quite a bit,
Hmm.
I never focus on winning. I focus on training properly.
Yeah.
And when you train properly, the win's already there. Yeah,
The wings will come.
that's it. You don't pick up the medals. The medals are earned during training, and you just pick them up at the tournaments. Does that make sense?
Yes,
That's deep.
100%.
But
That's
but
amazing.
that's true. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
literally was all
goosebumps.
I always go in there confident because I know the work is already done. And I did everything I could. This tournament coming up, I don't know how I'm going to do, to be honest, because I haven't been training properly for a tournament like I usually do.
Yeah.
When is the tournament?
Next week, I think,
Oh, next week, right
February
there.
6th.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So again, the work you do reflects the results you have. I mean,
Also, we have. I had an idea like 2 years ago about a platform, about software that
that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
is not in the maritime industry, but this is
Okay.
to coordinate. And it's a software that will be used by every single company, not only the companies like ours. Every company that sends someone to a ship to fix something like air conditioner, motor, engine, whatever, they have to send someone to do a service on a ship. This platform that we are creating now, we have been for a year creating, it's gonna be ready, I guess, like in another year. But I'm also thinking like having like a sales team and pushing this will make us do this software, this platform earlier, and we can also sell that. But that's an industry revolutionizer. The actual business will be very small compared to that if that works.
If if Lego, I'm just saying, the company Lego,
Yeah.
if it's making $10 million a year, what do you think their strategy is? What do you think their goal is?
Keep selling.
Keep selling, but evolve to make it 20 million. If you have a customer, let's
Optimize.
say, let's say your sales right now are $10 million. You
Hmm.
Hmm.
guys are happy with that. That's a great
Of
number,
course.
right?
Yeah.
But then you're looking for 20 million.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So hold on, I already have this income already. How do I make a division that builds more income? And that can be the sales division. Like you already have your set clientele.
That
Now you
that that's
hire,
correct.
and now you hire two salespeople and say your jobs are just to get more sales. And that division is your sales division, and that's what's extra. And then you open something else, extra, extra.
Hmm.
But you build on top, on top, on top.
You be on top of the actual
Nobody ever
the
stops.
learning.
You got to keep evolving. You got
Oh
to
yeah.
always keep like more. How could we do more?
You can't
More.
just settle.
You can't
Yeah.
settle. You want to grow obviously as big as you can. Can you guys handle it? Yeah. You have enough manpower?
That that
For
that's
now.
that that, that
Yeah.
that's a quality problem. That's not a
100%.
quality
That's
problem.
it. That's not even.
Bring it on. That's a
That's it.
blessing.
That's a blessing. It is. It truly is. It truly is a
Of
blessing.
course, of course.
The only thing I'm going to say is when you grow to a certain point, you have to hire the right people in the right places. Because if you don't, you're gonna overwhelm yourself, and that's what happened to me.
We are finding that
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. You have to hire. I thought I can do it all. I was doing accounting, buying, I mean, payable, receivable. I was doing buying. I was doing purchasing. I was doing repairs, and I was doing sales.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was working 22 hours a day.
Oof.
And then I burnt myself out, and I'm like, sales were dropping, and I'm like, you know what? The company just went down, and I said, that's it. And it was my fault. I should have taken money that I had and placed it in the right places instead of doing what I did with that money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Again, you're young, you're learning, you're growing, trial and error. That's what life is.
Yeah.
When we started the company, we were only the four partners, and we stayed like that for many many years. And I was like doing everything, even everything, like everything myself. And after when COVID hits, I just do the Tony Robbins program, like did UPW Business Mastery. Then I start hiring, and I hired these guys, and someone introduced me John, and then I saw Jeremy's curriculum, and Jeffrey called me, and then I start hiring, and they were like gems, gems
Again,
Hmm.
hiding because there is a bunch of gems out
again,
there.
success and life is a puzzle board. You're now just getting the pieces and putting into those places. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the most important is that and as you get older, you learn what piece to take and put them in. You already know. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think you guys are doing great already. You have a team, you have, sales.
No, yeah, we're very well organized, and we are like
Tighten.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tightening the
yeah.
knots, for the cross collar.
You're tightening the choke.
It's
Tightening the choke
jiu-jitsu,
right
bro.
there. So,
Oh way. It's so hard. It's so hard to be out of the mat.
I know.
And I need to roll, I need to roll to feel like I'm really doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I miss rolling so much.
Again, you can always come and do slow rolls, still learn technique.
If John takes me, I will.
John,
I'll
yeah.
do it for John.
So yeah. And what else, guys? Talk to me.
No, I'm now. So let's talk about the job.
Right here, right now. I think we're doing a live negotiation.
I
Yeah.
think
Live
it's
interview.
no. We don't have to do it now, but
No, we can. We're on camera. You're not even taking it away from the people. I'm
oh, let's do it.
joking. I'm joking. I'm
Let's
joking.
put it.
No, no, you do it too.
Because in my head, I never thought this.
Yeah.
He won't sleep.
You do,
He
huh?
won't sleep
You want
because
to
of
sleep?
that.
I will come up tomorrow with a proposal.
Yeah, man. I
Do
love
we have jujitsu what time tomorrow?
7
Oh, tomorrow is at 7 a.m. You wanna go, John?
Sure.
Okay,
Nice,
it's
nice,
on.
nice.
It's on. We go with the proposal
You'll see how
and
I
John.
teach. It's different. I teach more concepts,
Man, the way
I
this
just
guy
incorporate
teach
concepts
is
a lot
amazing.
into the class.
Okay.
And also, you feel like you're getting like a life lesson during whatever lesson he's teaching, because he always employs these metaphors and concepts, and then you're doing something else, and you remember Rob's voice there,
Yeah.
I
like
try and break it
like
down
if there is a
simple.
wall, don't that's I hear that all the time. If there is a wall, don't go against the wall. Go around the wall. So he's doing that while explaining a jiu-jitsu technique. But that you can do that for life all the time.
Yeah, through
Because
so
fits for life.
100%. So that's what I'm saying. When you have something blocking you, you're not going to try and go through it. What are you doing? You're wasting your energy.
Yeah.
You got to go around it. So it's like business too. When you have a blockage there, it's not the end. You just have to find a way to go around it, and try and penetrate through that wall.
Mental coach. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I do basically. Yeah, I'm an instructor.
Yeah, and the classes are very fun.
Yeah,
He,
there's a
and
lot of
he,
students,
he, he does something
and I'm responsible for the students.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you feel proud of their progress
of
too.
course I do. I'm doing my job. If it's like working for a company, if you up the sales, you're going to be proud of that. You
Yes,
understand? It's
yes,
it's it's your work. You want to see results. You
yes.
know what I mean? You don't want to be there and give it and then not get anything. You're like, what's happening?
It's like watching a kid grow.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. You know,
Like watching what?
A
a
kid
kid
grow.
grow.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
We are his kids.
No, it's not that. It's everybody comes in with zero knowledge.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden you see them learning the knowledge, but it's one thing to apply the knowledge,
Hmm.
right? Because what is knowledge without application?
Exactly.
Zero,
Yeah.
right? So when you see them start applying that knowledge, you're like, wow, that's nice to see, you know.
You know what I have learned about jiu-jitsu? Like I implemented like every day now. It's like don't leave everything in theory. Just put it in practice.
Yeah,
And I'm like ask John every time this week I'm just waking up with a new idea. Hey, let's try this. And we just put it in practice.
it's a good thing you said that because it's like in life. To understand it, you must go through it. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
You'll never really understand it unless you go through it. If you said, I want to do this, I'm gonna be like, don't do it. I've done it. You don't want to do it. You're like, yeah, but I
I want
don't
to do
know
it
that.
my way.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. This has nothing to do with you. It's me. I have to understand that I don't want to do it. I have to learn that I don't want to do it. So it's like riding a motorcycle. You're like, I want to try, I want to try. You try it. You're like, okay, but at least now you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I like it. I'm so addicted to jiu-jitsu. I don't know. Why do you think is that this theory that when guys get the blue belt, like people are gonna quit. I don't understand that because I got my blue belt and I was more motivated and more inspired to go and train than ever before.
because you have a different mentality. Yeah. Some people, that's good enough for them. Some people, why do some people in the gym don't want to compete? It's just not for them.
Yeah,
They just set
compete
goals.
is not for me.
For
Yeah.
them, yeah. But for them, it's like I'm setting a goal to get my black belt, but I don't want to compete. Some people are
Mm,
like, my goal is to get a purple belt
mm.
or a blue belt. Again, it takes a lot of work to become a blue belt. I mean, from the beginning, right? You got to
Yes,
come, you got to
yes,
learn, you got to fail,
and,
fail, fail,
and you
fail,
suck.
fail, fail. That's all you're doing is failing. But it's in the process of failing is when you're actually building progress. Does
Yes,
that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's, I think, the hard part is that you can't see the success, and it's a long way till you see it, but eventually you start seeing a little progress every day, and then all of a sudden it becomes big progress, and you're seeing a huge change, and you're like, you know what? This is amazing.
yes,
I have guys walk into the gym, zero confidence, their head down. 6 months later, they're walking with their shoulders back, head up, smiling. It's a. I always tell this to my friends. I'm in the business of changing people's lives.
Yeah.
And martial arts and self-defense is just a bonus to doing that for them.
that's true.
So for me, I look at it differently also as an instructor than an athlete, you know? But yeah,
What's the biggest transformation you have ever seen in someone doing jiu-jitsu? Like you have
I think
witnessed.
weight loss. Weight loss is huge.
Hmm.
Everybody gets into the best shape they've ever
Hmm.
been in, and that's motivating for them. It's motivating for them. That also ultimately can change somebody's life.
Yeah.
You
100%.
know what I mean? Look,
You
it
are
changed my life. Jiu-Jitsu 100% changed my life in so many ways. I became more humble. I became more respectful. I became, um, what's the word I'm looking for? More patient. I became, just everything,
strategic,
everything, everything, everything,
creative.
everything. Just
Creative is a big part.
yeah. And you have to see it's a beautiful sport. Yeah. I'm fortunate. Again, like I said, my biggest failure, which I thought actually led up to my biggest success, and not financially. It was the opposite.
Yeah.
But
Just clicked.
everything else it gave me in life, I'm a way bigger winner than having money. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So that was my thing. For jiu-jitsu, I love to see people changing their lives.
How do you feel?
How did it change your life?
For me, I'm way more centered, and I'm way more creative. For
Mm.
me, creativity has been like huge. Humble 100%. But I have a problem. I want to push people into use. I talk about that all the time, and so I mean, any like should do use, bro.
So here's the thing. The way that I tell people is it looks intimidating, but it's not. We have young girls in there. We have young guys in there. We have older women. We have older men. Everybody's different.
Hmm.
I tell everybody to come to a drill class every Sunday, 9 to 11.
Yeah,
It's
real
just
colors
drilling.
are nice.
It's just drilling. I teach one sequence and I break it down. Or I show 3 or 4 techniques and I break those down. It all depends on who's in the class. But I think that's the best way to do it. Bring people that are, because why don't people want to come?
This is scary.
It's the fear of the unknown.
This is scary. For me, it was scary when I step into a mat for the first
Boy,
time.
you were intimidated. It's
Totally,
the
Someone's
fear.
gonna pound me.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the fear of the
I
unknown.
was
I don't
scared.
know anything. What am I doing here? I'm lost. It's like learning a new language.
Hmm.
An 18 years old girl kicked my ass,
Yeah. Yeah.
and her weight was half
Yeah.
of my weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was crazy,
Yeah.
but I was amazed too,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, this is a superpower. I need this.
But that's what happened to me. That 53-year-old woman, she weighed like 90 pounds soaking wet.
Wow.
Absolutely destroyed me for 5 minutes.
Wow.
Controlled me like a baby, and she must have submitted me like 5 times.
Hmm.
And I was just like, what is this? I thought I was tough, but again, it's not about jujitsu. It's not about being tough.
No.
Let that be known.
Yeah.
It's not about being tough. So that's where people get confused. If you look at the number one jujitsu guy, one of them, his name's Mikey Musumeci.
Hmm.
Yeah.
A little guy.
I love
Honestly,
him.
you would think you can flick him with your finger. This guy is a killer. It's for everybody. You don't have to be tough. You got to be intelligent and technical. You know.
If you see him and you don't know nothing about him, you will say nerd.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because he is. But
Not me, guys. Mikey Musumeci.
yeah, yeah. Mikey,
Am
my
I?
man.
So yeah, so that's I don't know. It's I never push anybody. You guys know where to find me. You know what I do. You know where to find me. You ever want to do it? Open doors. You know.
Rob told me something the other day, and I was thinking about Saturday. I went to my family's house, and we had some wine and all that, but I was so in control. Like, okay, I remember about you a lot because you told me the other day that I asked him how do you make so many good choices about eating when we go out because he always like make very good choices. He drinks whatever, but the eating part is very good choice. And he told me everyone wants something in life, but
No.
nobody does.
So it's not what it's you
Yeah,
you hear. So this one line changed my life.
yeah.
I was sitting on a bench with this guy who lived in my building. He was an ex-UFC fighter, and we're just sitting there. And I looked at him and I go, I really want to get into shape. He goes, it's not what you want, it's what you do.
It's not what you want, what you
And
do.
that one line resonated with me right away. And I'm like, wow, it was like a switch in my right away. I'd never eaten a salad in my life. I never ate salmon. That lunch, I was having a salad with a piece of salmon. So, you know, um, everybody wants a pizza. Everybody wants a burger. Everybody
Yeah,
wants
for sure.
fries. Everybody wants to drink so. I mean,
Want a six pack.
they all want that, but you have to. What are you going to do to get it? You
Yeah,
want $10 million in sales. What are you going to do to get it?
yeah.
You know, it's at the end of the day, it's like jiu-jitsu. It's not complicated. We just overcomplicate things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Does that make
yeah,
sense?
yeah.
it's actually very simple.
Very simple. But
It's,
we ourselves, when I show the most simple things, people are overcomplicating it and they're messing up.
yeah,
Why? It's because they're overthinking it. You don't just do. Pick up the phone, make that sales call.
yeah.
You know,
Reach out.
reach out. It's nothing.
Higher up.
You never know. You never know. God, you never know if the person on the other line is waiting for that phone call.
Yeah,
And that one phone call can change your entire life.
yeah. You can change the whole thing.
The whole thing. And hold on, you think they're the only one in the business? They have friends in another company,
Yeah, because the
in
word
another company,
the word of
Exactly.
mouth.
and then all of a sudden they see your company shirt everywhere, and they're calling that company to get you guys. That is the mindset. It's like, let's get our name and faces out there. And again, I swear to you, flying out to Germany or wherever these people are is the best investment that you'll ever make when you show up face to face.
Yeah, face to face
It's key, and
is
you
the
take them
best.
out for dinner. I used to go to Singapore to take my clients out for dinner. I used to go to Indonesia and take them out for
Wow,
dinner.
that's
I've been there
That's
five
far.
fast.
times. Yeah, I've been there 5 times. So like and again, we had a great relationship. You understand? He was giving me all his business. I was taking care of him, right? But which I'm sure they do that in your business too. Yes or no? Of
Of course,
course.
of course,
So again, but if you do that and everybody's happy and everything's proper, it's a recipe for a beautiful relationship and
of
a
course it
long-term
is.
relationship,
Yeah,
you
things are
know,
gonna flow.
100%. And I would
So
love to see you guys get there, man. Let me know when you guys get there. Let's celebrate.
Hell yeah.
You know,
get where?
to
To
10
that
million
point.
in sales, man. That's what we're reaching
Are you
for.
not helping us?
I would love to. I mean,
Let's not overcomplicate.
not up to green. Again, you guys have to sit down and be like, and
You are
maybe I'm
overcom
not the guy.
you are overcomplicating.
No, but maybe I'm not the no. No, like we're talking
Yeah,
like in a
yeah,
real business.
of
Maybe I'm
course.
not the guy, but and if I'm not, it's for you guys to say, okay, let's get the right people in the right spots. Once
Yes,
you do that, your company's going to be even better and more organized.
yes,
You know what I mean?
100%. That's what
So,
we need to do. Let's not overcomplicate it. Let's make a proposal. Let's get John into jiu-jitsu. And the
and
rest,
then that's it. We'll be working on doing jiu-jitsu. Nobody's doing sales at that point. You know what
Nah.
I mean?
Oh no, I forgot I was telling you about the last weekend. And I was in that party, like drinking, and I was very in control of what I was eating. So my goal was when I really feel like hungry, I'm gonna grab some meat, like
Some meat.
some meat, like
Yeah, protein.
beef,
Chicken and
fish.
fish. Yeah, that's what I
So
did
that's
last night at the wedding.
I I I,
I only had fish.
I didn't have like a plate with rice, beans, and all
Correct,
that,
correct. Fried
but I was like
plantains. Yeah,
I was like, okay,
yeah.
that's it. And I was like the whole
And
night
you felt clean.
completely.
More energy,
Also in
focus,
control. I didn't have hangover at the other day, and the other day I just had some meat, and that's it.
and you felt good. Yeah.
On Monday, I weighed myself in, and I was in my targets, So it felt good to know that I can really have like a night that I can get loose and I can have a drink and I can enjoy myself, and it's not gonna affect that because I'm not overdoing the wrong things,
Hmm.
because that was the problem. The problem is not actually drinking. It's like drinking too much and smoking and overeating, and at the other day you feel like tired and you don't want to do anything, and then you go for ice cream, pizza, burger, or whatever. That was
Everything
before.
you just said, when you start doing that, you start going like this.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying that I don't do it at times. You know what I'm saying? I do it. I'm human. I do
Yeah.
like everybody. I'm not a machine.
hmm.
But I'll never. So here's an Olympic-sized pool. There's different levels of diving boards. I'll never dive off this diving board or this diving board. I'll always stay on these diving boards. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's not a big jump. When I drink, but I don't drink to not be able to wake up the next morning,
yeah.
or not to function, or that just doesn't happen.
Well, like Ernesto made
Yeah,
me.
I have to 5:30, 5 days a week, you know,
We have for the class,
for the class and privates. I have privates now.
of
Yeah,
course,
a lot of privates.
because Rob does a lot of privates. Like privates is like private class with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do
They're
that,
pretty cool.
but I do it in the mornings.
Okay.
So I'm home by 9:30
You always
max.
you always do it like after class, right? I have seen you
So
sometimes.
on Tuesday and Friday, so Tuesday I have a private every morning, 8:30, 8:50, 8:30 to 9:30, let's say.
Mm.
Um, I have Wednesday, I have Fridays. So yeah,
And and
mostly after
and
classes
you go
sometimes,
at noon too
at
on
noon too,
Tuesday and
and
Thursday
Thursday.
and the Sunday class, of
Yeah,
course.
Sunday classes, or Saturday class as well. But there's no class on Saturday, but yeah, yeah, we go train there on Saturdays. But you know,
I'm happy with this talk.
yeah, it was a great talk.
Yeah, now I want to start. I want
It
to
was
end it
seamless.
and
It was
start planning.
seamless. It was seamless. It was seamless.
No, thanks for being here.
No, thank you for having me, guys.
I
It was
think
a great
people are gonna
conversation.
enjoy this one. All right.
Are we done?
Yeah, we can finish it.
Yeah, it's not me. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, we can finish it. I need to think about other things.
So,
That's why I'd love to have you here, and
no, thank you
would
guys
love
for
to
having
have
me.
you in
Thank
Tronav,
you for
bro.
having me. No, come on. I thank you for having me here. It was a great, seamless conversation. I hope the people can resonate with a couple of things that we spoke about. Again, life is never like this. Life is never like this. It's always like this. Yeah. And we got to learn how to manage the ups and the downs equally.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
Okay, tomorrow we're gonna do jiu-jitsu, three of us. So
Yep.
I'm gonna update it tomorrow evening.
guys, nice to see you, nice to meet you, and have a great evening.